The news I learned from my family in the last episode will change my life forever. Just when I thought my life couldn't get any more crazy, my father told me of a story. Back almost 15 years ago, he met someone else other than my mother, and they had a child. Unbeknownst to anyone in my family, the child was sent to live with his mother, where he would live out the next 15 years of his life. My father wanted to keep things in wraps and keep things in hiding, and after he recently got out of jail in the last episode, he wanted to leave things all on the table. No more secrets, nothing in hiding. And I was left to wonder. I was left to think. For the last however many years of my life, I had a brother, a half-brother that I didn't even know about. And throughout those 15 years, he was off somewhere else in Portugal, living his life and also playing football. And to make sure he wasn't found out about or traced back to myself or my family, he didn't go by the last name of Ruiz like myself, like my father. He went by one name and one name only, Tomas. And at the young age of 15, approaching the age of 16, from what my father has told me, he has some very, very good talent on the football pitch. How is it that I could live my entire life without knowing about someone that is so closely related to me and my family in the game that I so love, the game of football? When my father told me this, not only was I shocked, but my mother too. And she stormed out of the room. But as for me, do you know the life I lived? I lived a crazy one, and I've learned to deal with everything and expect the unexpected. So I was interested and obviously wanted to meet this face, my half-brother that I had never met. It's been 15 years, and soon I'll finally meet this man. And with all that news, all the craziness that I just had to take in, we now have to take a step back, relax, because Champions League play is upon us. Yes, we have all this crazy information. I have a half-brother that I have never known about, but we have an important game to take place before I will meet this mystery man. It is the Champions League round of 16. We've topped the group, and we've got quite a difficult draw. Tottenham Hotspur is the team we're taking on. We are headed back to London. I'm very familiar with Tottenham. We've played them before in the Champions League, and of course, we just finished with Arsenal last season, boys. And it's time to return to London yet again. Here we go. The other matchups is mind-blowing, man. I have a brother. I want to meet him. I want to talk to him, but I got to play the game. I got to do my job first, so let's get into this one, boys. Can you believe these storylines? I'm trying to keep it as entertaining as possible for you guys, whether it be realistic or not. I'm always trying to do different twists and turns. Can we go for 10K likes in this one, boys? It's been a while since we've hit the 10K like mark. Everyone right now, comment section. And also, it's weird. There's like almost 40 to 50% of you who are not subscribed. Like, you watch these episodes, all of my players, but you're not subscribed. So right now, you may as well subscribe and like while you're there. Let's now get into this one, boys. Tottenham against Real Madrid. Check this one out right here. We just scored a bicycle kick in the last episode. Oh my God. Imagine we made it 2 in a row. The bicycle kicks I've been taking and the one I scored in the last episode, debatable. It was like in between the bicycle kick and the scissor kick. But either way, these shots I'm taking, I don't know what it is, but the last few episodes, like 10 episodes, we have been putting some insane shots on target. Dele Alli here as well. Imagine this one went in. Unnecessary flick up for him. That one didn't come off, and nothing came off well for either side in that half. 0-0. I'm not scoring, but I'm getting good attempts. Is it because I got too much to focus on right now? No. I don't think that's the case. As I already mentioned, I've lived a crazy life. I've lived through all the ups and downs, and nothing really phases me at this point. And we are going to take the lead, boys. An away goal is absolutely massive for Real Madrid right here, scoring in Tottenham. If we could keep this thing at 1-0, I would be totally okay with that, man. And one of the reasons why is because we've yet to lose a game all year. And I don't think we're going to lose at home to Tottenham. So let's just get these away goals just so in case we draw or in case anything could happen. Let's just get this one here, settle down, get the away goal, and just be nice and comfortable. Heading back to Madrid, the second leg will be taking place a little bit later on in this episode. Speaking of Madrid, the former Madrid man, Asensio, playing for Tottenham Hotspur. It's crazy all the transfers that are taking place. You saw Harry Kane on the bench for Tottenham. He may have gotten subbed in at this point. I'm not sure. It is a goal right here. It's 1-1. Oh boy. 88th minute or 89th minute. It's not looking good. I don't think we're going to be able to come back after this one. It's looking likely that we're going to be heading back to Madrid with a 1-1 draw. And luckily with one away goal. That is huge for us, honestly. Like I said, we've yet to lose a game. So even if we can just draw the next one and score, I don't know. Honestly, I guess if we draw, we're going to have to go into extra time. All I'm saying is I'm feeling confident regardless. 1-1 isn't the result we would have hoped for, but we'll take what we can get. And there it is, boys. Game 1 of this two-legged series between Tottenham Hotspur ends in that 1-1 draw. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the goals for my team. But now, boys, it's time to meet this mystery man that I've waited 15 years to meet. This is a moment that I never thought would be happening because I never knew about my brother. He's 15 years old and I'm 28 years old. It's a massive age difference, and for the first time in my life, I'm meeting my brother. I thought I was an only child for so long, and I was, until my father broke the news. Obviously, there's no resemblance because we both have different mothers. But there he is, right in front of my eyes, and for the next few hours, we chatted at my parents' home. And to be honest, even though we may not look similar, we had so much in common. The love for the game of football, and we were both in the dark. Neither of us knew each other existed. Of course, he's heard of me because I'm one of the best footballers in the world, but we never knew we were related. And I'm excited to be able to finally have a sibling, but it also is bittersweet. You all know what that means, right? Although I haven't explicitly stated it, you should have put 2 and 2 together and realized that my father cheated on my mother, and that's how we're related. Both with different mothers, half brothers, and it's a bit confusing how the family tree all works, but I'm excited and also scared with how my family's gonna turn out. I thought things were all great after they came back into my life in the last episode, and it could be going all downhill yet again. And in the middle of all this is Champions League games, is El Clasicos. What is happening this season? Moving to Real Madrid was supposed to be such an incredible thing for me, getting closer to my family, and we have, not only with my girlfriend and my son, but with my parents returning and my half-brother coming into the scene. Boys, this mob player has gone more in depth than anything I've ever done on this channel, and if you guys are one of the true fans out there who have seen every single episode, comment section, I want to hear from you. What do you guys think about this whole situation, and where do you think this story should go? I'm always taking requests from you guys, and I hope you guys like the storylines that we've been throwing out there, although, as I already mentioned this episode, it may be a bit confusing to follow at some points, maybe a bit unrealistic at some points. That is the beauty of this. We are playing video games, and honestly, boys, I'm just trying to entertain you guys by, well, doing this in an El Clasico match. point, man, like, I'm trying to hype this one up like it's a spectacular goal, which it is. But compared to some of the goals we've been scoring lately, it's average. But no, it's actually a pretty sick goal, man. The finesse shot, the bend, the curl on this one. Oh my God, Ruiz, you've done it again. Let's go. And on the biggest stage in La Liga and perhaps the world, El Clasico. Doesn't get much better than this. It's 1-0. We have had an El Clasico match for the past 2 episodes, right? Yeah, we had, 3 in a row. Holy crap. El Clasico after El Clasico after El Clasico. These games are just ridiculous, boys. Let's go. And we've been getting the best of Barcelona lately. At this point, the first episode, we celebrated on our former club. Last episode, I showed the respect. I celebrated after that goal. First off, 1, because it was just an insane goal. And 2, I think we're over this whole situation. Yes, I used to play for Barca, but also we got to move on. And I mean no disrespect to Barca, but yo, I'm just trying to score goals and have a bit of fun here. Like, I'm a celebrate, and also it's half the time. I just want to celebrate. Like, to show the respect celebration. Do I have to do it every time? Maybe I do. And maybe you guys are going to get a bit triggered at me in the comment section. Look at these goals we're going for, man. I mean, this is just crazy. The goals we're trying to score in this. Almost another scorpion/bicycle kick. And in the 84th minute, please don't tell me we're about to draw back-to-back games. Dembele puts it in. Oh my God. Yep, it's going to happen. We've gotten the best of Barca in the past 2 episodes. And I guess it's kind of hard to do. Beat Barcelona 3 times in a row. With the team they have, it is very hard. And just a draw on this one will be fine. But it's crazy because we keep drawing games even though we haven't lost the game. I believe this draw draws us with Atletico Madrid at the top of the table. How crazy is that? We haven't lost, and yet we're still tied atop the table. That's how good, like, the top 3-4 teams are in this league. It's a bit mad, to be honest. 1-1 in back-to-back games. We can't seem to find a win this episode. And boys, I'm heading in to the Real Madrid offices because I have a request from my manager. And this has to deal with my newly found brother. He's 15. He's a pretty phenomenal footballer. And once he turns the age of 16, he's going to be able to sign with clubs around the league. So I told my boss to meet with the youth coach, and I gave him the scouting report from my brother. Although I just met him, I hope him the best. After the talk that we had, I'd love for him to join Real Madrid and for me to be able to train him up. And my manager said he'd take a look at it, and he said he'd see what he can do, and the possibility is there. Could you imagine both of us playing for the same club? It's a very big possibility, boys. Let's get into this next game, boys. It's straight back into the action. Real Madrid against Tottenham Hotspur here back at home at the Bernabeu. It's 1-1 on aggregate. So what we got to do here, boys, is just not concede. If we don't concede a goal, we're going to win this one. Or if we just score 2-3 goals, we can afford, to allow a few to slip in there. One thing we can't do, though, is allow this thing to be tied on more than 2 goals, or else we're going to be done. We're going to be out of the Champions League. Dele Alli, what a shot from him. There's been some great shots here from our opposition these past few games. To be fair, even though we drew both, it was a very good possibility that we could have ended up losing both of those games. We just got a bit lucky. Alexis puts it in. This dude has kind of flown under the radar and been one of the better players in our midfield this season. Let's go. It is 1-0. And now 2-1 on aggregate. Things are looking good for Real Madrid. Let's get another look, boys. Great build-up, great passing, and that back heel was a thing of beauty. Let's go. Let's keep adding on. We can't stop now. We want to advance, boys. We're going for that undefeated season. We are going for the season to win all 3 competitions, all 3 trophies. Ruiz shoots this one. And look who's there again with the scissor kick. It's Alexis. It's 2-0. It's 3-1 on aggregate. This dude's a beast. An absolute beast, I tell you. Honestly, someone who's one of those players at the beginning of the career mode is honestly terrible. Terrible in terms of rating, but incredible in terms of potential, and he has reached his full potential, and he is one of the best midfielders in the world. What a goal, boys. 3-1. Okay, I think this thing's over right now. No way Spurs can come back and score 2, right? Yeah, 2 goals to get back into this thing. I don't think it's possible, but we will find out if it's possible after these few words our manager is about to give us during this halftime break. We'll see. You never know. It's the Champions League. We shall find out. But so far, I feel like we've done enough in the past few seasons with Arsenal to take care of Spurs, and they never really had any massive comebacks like this right here. Oh boy, did I just speak too soon? Did Spurs just score? If they get one more, they go through, right? Oh my God, why do I do this? Why do I always jinx myself? Hugs Pochettino is a very average goal, to be honest. Is literally just kind of a slip up on the end of our defense, because I feel like the keeper could have done better to clear that, and our defender maybe could have got a head on that, or it's just wrong place, wrong time, or it's just a good goal. But I don't know. I just feel like something should have happened there for us to save it. And Spurs have a chance, or do they? No, they don't. They would not come back, luckily, and that would do it for the game. We are going through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. There is the MVP of this series, Alexis. What a player he has been so far. The 2 goals there secure us a spot in the knockout rounds. Real Madrid is headed through, and it's time for us to head back home. After the crazy few games and weeks I've been through, I need a break, and I flip the telly on to see my brother on the television. Now that word has gotten out that I have a brother and he's a massive footballer, a lot of clubs want his signature. Although he was relatively unknown, he's signing with the new team, and you guys will see which team that is in the next episode. Comment section, put your thoughts. Who do you think he's signing with? Who do you want him to sign with? We'll find that out in the next episode, boys, and we'll catch you guys then. Peace.